Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my wrap up for February here in my Currently journal. My Currently journal is the space where I put all the things that I was watching, reading, and listening for that month. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the journaling for those pages. The video for the setup of these pages, I'm going to leave linked over here in case you're interested. What I try to do is create things that are simple for you to follow and something that speaks to your own creativity. So I hope that if you're not subscribed, that you consider subscribing, that you give me a thumbs up and stay till the end. Let's connect and see what comes about these pages. Okay, so right now what I'm going to be doing is adding the covers of the books that I read. I usually don't do a review of each book. I just put down the books that I was reading. I have a reading tracker in my Kindle, and in that Kindle app I have different, for example, notes, because I read a lot of the books. I read them as an ebook. Some books lately I have been listening to. I find that I do better with books that are not romance novels. I do better if I listen to them because I'm able to listen to them when I'm getting ready in the morning or if I'm cooking. I can't do that with my romance novels just because I have little kids, and if you know, you know. I cannot be listening to romance novels out loud for my kids to hear. Okay, so now that I have the books down, the covers of the books, and by the way, I use my sticker maker to put the adhesive on the back of my pictures, and I printed these pictures using my selfie, and I just did it, and I had to tell you, to be honest, I have been a little disappointed with my selfie as of late because the printer is not printing in the correct, I would say, size for my pictures, and is a little off. It's cutting off the edges. I done it with borderless. It's just, I just need to go in and just do a little research and find what is the mess up of my printer. So now that I had those pages done, we're going to move on to the next set of pages. And in these pages, I'm going to put down the things that I was not listening, but watching. Oh, the month of February. You did not disappoint. I was so hooked into the Love is Blind season 6. If you are one of those like me that can just go down a rabbit hole quicker than you can say quick, welcome. Let's be friends, because let me tell you, that Love is Blind season 6 was one of the best one as of late. The few seasons back has been not that good, but this one was really good. You had it all. And I recommended watching it and just, get on the boat with us. Let's be friends. Another series that I was watching during the month of February is the Alexander the Great on Netflix, the documentary on Alexander the Great. And I said it time and time again. I love the way that Netflix does their documentaries because they are a little bit of like Hollywood, the movie, but then from time to time you will have experts chime in on the stories, and it's just that good balance of a series with expert, not advice, but like expert document, and it's just so good. So that series led to adding the little pages, not the little pages, but the pages that brought so much joy in my commonplace. And also I'm going to leave it linked over here just because it was the Alexander the Great series, the one that opened up so much for me on this little bitty channel that I love and care for so much. So I, of course, had to document that and just put it down on my pages. So, this just goes to show that when you're doing your wrap up, when you're doing your currently journal, when you're doing like a review of your month and you want to do, let's say, what you were watching or listening or, reading, whatever it was that you want to document, you can just make it your own and write whatever you want. Right now, when I write about what I was watching, I just put either I write about whether I liked the series or didn't like it, if I finished watching it or did not finish, and I also tie them to anything that is happening to in my life. So I can just write about basically anything. And that's the beauty of you doing something that is for you. Now, over here, you see me getting ready to put down the stuff that I was listening to. I am a Latina and I love my Latin music. And this month found me listening to some Karol G, with some Camilo, Enrique Iglesias, with Fria. I mean, that song, Fria, has been playing nonstop every day on my way to work. And I just love the rhythm. That song reminds me a lot of a Daddy Yankee song called Dura. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I love it. So in this space, because I didn't have a lot of things to document, you're going to see that I'm going to journal and then leave some spaces, blank spaces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a quote from one of the songs that I was listening to. I love that I am able to document these little things because it just shows to me from month to month what I was into, the stuff that I was listening, how, in which state of mind I was. And I just love it. And another tip that I use whenever I don't have a lot of things to put down on paper, as of like albums or things like that, I put little post-its with list. Listers got a list and I love list. So I just put down, for example, either a list of the songs that I was listening to or a list of the artists that I was listening to. And then that will be a good filler. Another thing will be more stickers or more stamping or whatever. Or you can just leave it blank. I mean, they are your pages. You can actually do whatever you want. So these are my pages in my currently journal. This is my wrap up for February 2024. I hope that you have found some inspiration. I'm going to do a quick flip through. Make sure that you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios.